Hi, good afternoon, everybody, and thanks for the positive responses of the interview yesterday on ITV. Now, I did spend an hour talking and asking questions, answering questions rather, about obviously the changes, the review of the Gambling Act, and my thoughts on Gordon Moody opening up a women's facility for women to access treatment. So obviously in terms of the review of the Gambling Act, I have, from 2014 with other things, I have sort of said that the lottery age needs to be raised to 18 because at 16 you're allowing children to buy adult products and gamble. In terms of obviously the Gordon Moody treatment facility for women, again, I've always said that, women and men suffer with gambling addiction. And women suffer very differently to men because of the roles and responsibilities of women in society. So women can be mothers, wives, carers, and are sort of the glue of the family, if you like. So for me, a man, I think, will go off to a treatment facility happily and leave the wife at home with the kids and go have treatment for maybe, weeks on end, and that's fine. And contact will be sort of phone and Zoom and whatever. Now, for a woman, I think and women especially, I think who have babies and young children, I don't think would be sort of too keen to go off to a treatment facility like that for weeks on end and leave partner, husband at home with children. Or if they are a single parent, would they be happy, or would they have people to look after the children while they went off to this treatment facility? So, although I think, yeah, it is a good idea, and treatment needs to obviously be tailored to the individual and tailored to the individual woman and the needs of the woman, I do think it's a good idea. And maybe sort of look at getting women to attend the treatment facility, maybe with the children, and have sort of childcare facilities, if you like, on site, that women can have an unbroken treatment program where they're not sort of going in for days and then going back home, and it is a continual, like a man would be there for sort of weeks and receive the treatment. That, maybe women who have small children or babies or are single parents, so maybe don't have somebody to care for the children, that they can go in to the treatment facility, same, and access treatment on a sort of unbroken level, that they can have the full treatment. So yeah, I did say that I did think it was a good idea. And again, in terms of the review of the Gambling Act, I did say that I hope it's not just lip service, and that, they're saying they're going to do these things, and it's sort of lip service to shut people up, that what they are saying and what they intend to do, they carry through, and they sort of do, and the responsibility and the duty of care, they do follow through with that, because there is lots of issues, as we all know, in terms of people being able to spend far too much money, money they've not got. And ultimately, for me, as I've always said, the loss of life, the unnecessary deaths in terms of suicide, when these people do have the data, and they have the data to protect people, but instead it's used to their advantage to sort of get people into these VIP schemes and know who are the problem gamblers. So yeah, obviously the bit on ITV that was on was, again, talking about when I'd gone to town and spent £1,600 on an overdraft. Well, that's on the video I did for the Northern Gambling Clinic. That's on the internet for people to read and see. So, I just, when I do interviews and I sort of speak my mind and speak from experience and sort of give my views and opinions on things, it can be quite frustrating when they sort of don't play none of that out, and that's not aired. And then, the sort of playing bits, like I said, that is in the video for the Northern Gambling Clinic, so people will have heard that, or it is on the internet for people to go and read. And it's like when they sort of tell your story, and when they're asking you to just tell your story over and over and over again. For me now, because I've obviously got the experience of a female gambling addict, that I like to sort of share my experience of what I think and share my views and thoughts on how to support and help people, and sort of really well, give my suggestions and you know, look at how we can better things for people and be a voice for women who don't speak out, because again, you know, there is a lot of women suffer gambling addiction, and it's sort of seen as a very male dominated addiction, but women do suffer, and women do suffer just as much as men. And it, you know, I feel I am a voice for women. So yeah, that's just a bit of what I did say yesterday that wasn't sort of aired, but have a nice day. Thank you.